the big point you picked up. That see these principles as part of a kind of system.
Right.
I mean, if you think of a kind of car, it's got carburetor,
Right.
plugs, various other things. That when everything's working perfectly, the engine runs great. If something is not working well, it can affect the system. And sometimes, if one part is missing, the whole system breaks down.
That's
Now,
right.
with these kind of core principles, a couple of things. They work as a system. If you use them as a set of lenses, when you're designing the learning, remember we talked about learning design,
Right.
these are just part of you. You've got to get them from that sheet of paper into your long-term memory. They should just be part of you. So you're designing your learning, you think, right, okay, objectives. How do I connect to prior knowledge? What range of, do I need a motivational strategy? What could that be for these types of students? How can I present this in a multimodal way? When do I give feedback in this lesson? How do I make the learning environment one that is kind of friendly, sense of fun? That the students feel that they can build rapport with me, all those kind of things. So it all acts as part of a system. Now what's really important is you don't just pick one or two out.
Oh, okay.
All 10 could apply in a situation, or one or two are more important in certain situations. Let me illustrate. I spent a lot of time teaching low motivated kids in secondary schools in the UK. Those kids hated school, they didn't like teachers, and they had very little self-esteem and competence in relation to learning. So what was fundamental was trying to come up with a motivational strategy. Trying to make the learning environment more kind of joyous, more kind of fun. So at least I could build a bit of rapport with them.
Right.
There's no point in worrying too much about kind of things like giving them clear objectives at that beginning. It was about just getting some rapport. But then once you get that attention, then you start saying, right, let's give them some clear objectives that's tailored to them, and then the other principles come into play. Now I've got MEd students that are paying 12,000 a year. In fact, you were one. I can't remember what you're paying, but it doesn't matter. So the point is, with MEd students, you haven't got to worry too much about attention or motivational strategy.
That's right.
It's about perhaps clarifying some of the key concepts that are more difficult in education. I haven't got to worry too much about many of the things, because you've got highly motivated, fairly competent individuals in most cases who are probably quite good thinkers. So again, some of those principles may not be that important to address in the learning design. So it's really looking at those principles and saying which ones really are relevant to this student group and these learning outcomes. So it's applying them thoughtfully, not just, we just chuck a couple in. Some are more relevant and more important to the learning process for different types of learners and different learning outcomes. That's the key thing. So this whole idea of the core principles for designing learning, it's a set of rules, it's a set of frames, lenses, but they have to be applied thoughtfully. And when you can do this, then you've achieved what I refer to as pedagogic literacy. You really understand human learning, and you can start to design learning experiences that are really well constituted to get attention, engagement, to be effective and efficient, irrespective of the learning platform or mode of delivery, whether it's fully online, face to face or blended. That's the full Monty, if you like.